how you are using alignment in your own practice. I just kind of want to get a sense if people might share any places where they've used either an acronym or the 5 C's or just used it in any way. It might be helpful for us to just hear about that. So, for example, I've just shared with you that we have accomplished strategic alignment in the Alaska Humanities Forum from the very top to the bottom of the organization, which is super exciting. But I'm wondering what other cases people might be using or they've seen it used that they found it to be useful. Okay, Mike, go.
Good morning, everyone. A couple things, major shifts within my coaching practice and the people that I mean, also working with being with my family is the experiences of utilizing the word I propose or request, and then also inviting the client to think about what it would like after getting through their heart breathing exercise, which is bomb diggity. Thank you. About what's their experience with the idea of just proposing as opposed to saying asking, and what does that do for them? And it's really been beneficial. So I say thank you for me and thank you for several of my clients. They're very grateful.
I'm kind of curious, like, what do you see as difference when they use those words? What does it spark in them that they might not have had before?
An ask is a one-way street. Propose is let's talk about it and collaborate. I propose this, and then they have the ability to come back and say, I like this, but not all that. And then they just work together. And in that working together, they build a relationship towards that one goal, right? So that's I say their, in quotes, their experience with it. The request is more of, this is the reason why, right? We kind of tell more of the reason why behind things. So it just opens up a different dialogue and a different mindset. And then also, of course, the SHUVA as well is very supportive because I just don't use one component. I use SHUVA at the end as well. So they're very grateful. And it's interesting how everyone's just kind of lightens up when you hear SHUVA and you tell them what it all means. They go, I like that and I can remember that.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say that I think it's interesting as you mentioned this, that I think that there is a difference between using the words I propose or I request. And I think even just getting the person to think through, should you make a proposal or a request? What you see is if they always default into request, then there's a sense of disempowerment that you might be able to unpack to say, okay, well, what would it sound like if you just flat out proposed what you wanted instead of just made it a request as if somehow, you didn't have a dog in a fight or something like that. But anyway, just some food for thought that linguistic distinction, both of them help you move toward alignment, either proposal or request, get you closer than just like what we see most people do is complain like, this isn't happening, And so getting people to move in that direction, it's a great first step. So thanks for sharing that.